Three things which I will never do. Number one, swim in a chlorinated pool. No, thank you. That's disgusting. Or actually, swim in a public pool also, in a enclosed puddle where people are free to snot, sweat, pee, and spit. That's an odd for me. But even if I had a private pool, no one swam in there for months, and it was entirely chlorinated, ooh, no thank you. I will choose not to go in there. Why? Because chlorine is so bad for you. It's so bad for your spiritual health. Maybe you're not going to die today, tomorrow, or in 15, 20, 25, 30, 50 years. It doesn't matter to me. I know the effects of my own mind when just the fact that I'm washing my hands with chlorinated water and then I meditate, I can see and feel the effects. This is not good. Unfortunately, the city which I live here in Mississauga, or it's the city right next to Toronto, in the greater Toronto area, the water is heavily chlorinated. So Mississauga chlorinates their water so heavily. This needs to stop. Why do they do this? I don't know. Maybe they like the smell of chlorine. I don't. It's very unpleasant. Maybe they want to kill all the bacteria. Okay, that's wise, but this is not the way to do it. And maybe they can't feel the effects that chlorine has on their system or their skin or their mind or their body, most likely. But the effects are there. The effects are true, and I'm going to share them with you. I'm rhyming all over the place in this video. So as I'm washing my hands, I can smell the taste. I can smell the chlorine. And I wash my hands, and then I close my eyes and meditate, and I can feel my pineal gland needs detoxing. Why? Well, because of these chemicals that are entering in my body. I've also seen a video, I don't know if it's accurate or true, but a woman took 2 glasses, filled them up both with the identical tap water, placed them down, measured the chlorine level in one, and you could clearly see the color change. Then she took her hand, placed it inside the other water, held it there for a few seconds, took it out, and then put the drops. There was no chlorine in the water. All the chlorine was absorbed because the chlorine was absorbed into her hand. So I will never do this in a pool. Okay? It's bad enough that I'm washing my hands with chlorinated water. I'm not showering with it, thankfully, because I have a filter on my shower. But jumping in a chlorinated pool, oof, no thank you. I don't want to absorb that much chlorine and then having no insight into the nature of reality for the next 1 or 2 days or 3 days or longer. Can't do it. I will never swim in a chlorinated pool. This goes also for the fact that public pools that are maybe salted or maybe naturally, I don't know how they keep other pools clean, but that's also a little bit ridiculous to me because the first instinct that you have for going into the water, a body of water, is to pee. And everybody does it. Unless you shower and you get that out of your system ahead of time, hard to miss or hard to overcome that. Except if you are swimming in cold water, which cold water negates the need to relieve yourself in this way. So maybe potentially, and I have done that swam in public areas with cold water, particularly in the Surya Kund, which is a very sacred space that Sadhguru has created. Search it up, Google it. Number 2, what I will never do again, my friends, is eat meat. I hope this is true. I hope this is accurate because I've gone off of this path before, but now I have fixed it. I believe that I have come to the conclusion of me eating suffering animals. Maybe in the future I'll think, oh, there's advantages of eating corpses and mutilated dead animal body parts that have suffered miserably and died needlessly and were enslaved and tortured and decapitated for our taste pleasure. Maybe it's a little bit of a good thing. Maybe I need some vitamins from them. Yeah, vitamins. Yeah. Or maybe I need a little protein from them. I don't think so. I hope not. I just want to leave the animals alone because each and every single living being wants to live and shouldn't feel pain or fear knowing that they're going to become food for you simply because you're ignorant and you don't know what to do. Oh, what about the predators in nature? Yeah, predators in nature are not the kindest creatures also, but what are you gonna go change nature? No. You're an upright, spine erect human being with a brain the size of a melon, far more intelligent than any species of animal here on planet Earth. I think you can make the right, wise, and compassionate choice. Can't you? Don't you? I have a little bit more faith than you, for you, that you can stop eating dead animal body parts. But hey, maybe I'm a little bit overly ambitious. So this is something that I will never do, and it's much more than me saying the suffering and pain that these animals go through. It's much more that I have more compassion than you do, maybe than 10 of you combined. And it's also much more than the physical consequences that it has on me. That's just so bad. And the spiritual consequences that it has on me, that if you think you're going to be spiritually wise and you're eating animal corpses, forget about it. Forget about it. You might as well just quit today and become a regular Joe. Drink beer, eat animals, watch TV, and sleep. Okay? Because not much higher things are going to come out of that. Why did I stop eating meat? Is because of that. Many years ago, or not many years ago, it feels like many years ago, but recently, and some time ago, maybe a year ago, or approximately close to 2 years ago, I had a very distinct feeling and intuition that Shiva, this god, the first yogi, if he existed, and if his presence was known to me, he would not want me to eat this. And I felt very clearly, okay, if I'm going to pursue this, meaning Kailash, and if I'm going to really investigate what this Adiyogi is and the power that he holds, I cannot eat this. I cannot eat dead, suffering, mutilated animal corpses. Can't do it. And all the byproducts that also cause suffering. It's not just the fact that they're suffering. Maybe milk is something good for you. It's not good for you. I know this for a fact because I can't eat it. Not because I'm sort of intolerant to milk or something. No, spiritually, it won't be good. That's why I will never put it in my body unless I totally deviate from this path and become a regular Joe, which maybe. But no, not anytime soon. That's the second thing I will never do is eat animal corpses. Third thing which I will never do is take drugs. I will never do drugs again, not of any kind. Except maybe if I get into an injury and have to take painkillers, all right. But no psychoactive drugs. Unfortunately, in my earlier years, I've experimented and dabbled with some plants. I've taken some plants before. And plants were fine and happy and it was good, but knowing now what I know now, I was only doing this because my life was unhappy. I was unhappy and I was doing this to kind of stimulate my mind. Hey, I want to be more happier. Maybe this is the way. Maybe this foreign substance which gives me a little bit of happiness short term but causes great misery long term, it's not good. What I'm talking about primarily is the green leaf that everyone knows. They love to combust it. And they think that it's, it's the mildest one and it's spiritual. No. Short-term pleasure, long-term pain. That's what it is. I will never do this again. Why? Because I found something way better. I found something way better. What is better than drugs? Sobriety. What's better than being intoxicated on some substance and having your mind altered? Is being sober. Ooh, sobriety is the drug. It's so amazing. Once you get your mind clean, your thoughts are not bothering you, your life situations, hopefully you're not harming animals or hurting other living beings, you're following the 5 moral precepts, which are do not kill, steal, lie, misuse your sexual energy, intoxicate your mind. If you don't do these 5 things, ooh, your mind is going to be like, psh. That's how I am right now. So I will never do this. I will never pollute and discombobulate and distort my mind again with these foreign substances. No thank you, not for any reason. oh, what about ayahuasca and this little spiritual plant? Yeah, if you're stuck so badly in your life, if you're addicted to the most intense substances on the planet and you're basically close to falling off, and this little spirit is calling you, all right, I guess maybe go do it. Not for me. Why? Why would I ever do this? No, thank you. That's an extreme thing. I will never take substances again. I will never alter my mind again. And what's a list of 3 things that I wouldn't do without a quick bonus point? A bonus, something that I will never do, is I will never wear synthetic clothing, especially black clothing, or also black clothing. So I guess 2 bonuses I just gave you. Synthetic clothing I will never wear again, especially when it comes in contact with the skin. If this was synthetic, in fact, I have some synthetic clothing in my closet, and you know what the wise thing to do with it is? I just took it out. Maybe I'm going to donate it. Maybe I'm going to use it as trash or use it to mop my floor, because I don't want to come in close contact with plastic ever again on my skin. No, thank you. Having plastic in close contact and filled with chemicals, by the way, in close contact with your skin, maybe it has a little bit of advantages, like, ooh, it's a little bit of a sporty thing, or it keeps your skin dry, or some sport activities. Oh, that's good. No, okay, no, not for me, and not by a long shot. I'll just rather wear cotton or something organic like that, or natural like that. I will never wear synthetic clothing again. It belongs in the trash. Where does synthetic plastic clothing belong? Trash. Not on anyone's body. Trash. External things like a jacket, I mean, you can't really avoid that. I have to. There's no cotton winter clothing. Although if there is, you probably need to wear a huge amount of layers for them. And I live in Canada, so you can't avoid that. But no proximity with my skin, that stuff will ever come in contact again. And also, second bonus point is that I don't want to wear black ever again. Only in special occasions, or only when I feel some receptivity is needed. Black harms you very badly. You may not believe this. You may think that I'm saying some utter nonsense or whatever you think. Too bad. I know what I'm talking about, and I'm just a little bit more wiser than majority of, or whatever, thing that you're thinking. Sorry. That's something that I will never do. And I guess we'll leave it out with a third bonus point, just like that. I will never go to school again. And a side note, I will never send my kids to school. Hey little Billy, hey little Timmy, time to go to school, time to indoctrinate yourself with utter nonsense that you don't need, but for some reason the government says that you need to go there to learn ABCs 1, 2, 3, and the Pythagorean theorem of how to calculate a triangle's right angle, and the capital of Berlin, or capital of Germany, which is Berlin, which is something you can Google on the phone in 5 seconds. Yeah, go and fill yourself with useless information. Even though you're 12 years old or younger, you don't even know who you are. You just want to be a kid and play. No, we gotta stuff and cram you with useless knowledge. Come on, Billy. Come on, Timmy. What did you get on your school exam? A minus. Oh, B. Oh my God, heavy rep. Oh, you're not number 1. Oh, very bad. We're gonna damage your self-esteem for this one. Ooh, take away your privileges of being a kid. Ooh, can't do this. You have to be number 1, Billy or Jimmy. A plus. Never. I'm not going to go to any higher education schools. This is utter nonsense. Everything is online, and when I have kids, I'm never going to send them to school. If I send them to school, here are the instructions. You play with all the kids. You get in as much trouble as you want, except not illegal things. You do whatever you want. And if you get zeros on every single class, I'm going to throw you the biggest party. Or if you get hundreds on your class too, you're going to have the biggest party. But either has to be 0 or 100. You decide, okay? Or 50, or it doesn't matter. You're going to get a party no matter what grades you get, because it's nonsense. It's nonsense. You follow whatever things that you want, but make sure you play and eat well and have fun. School needs to be abolished. So that's it, my friends. Those are the 3 things that I will never do, plus 3 bonus things that I will never do. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, like if you have. And my friends, reach out to me for a spiritual consultation. Okay? Reach out to me. If you want expert advice and someone who has the wisdom to see you, you've got to talk to me. I'm doing this on a donation basis. You give what you want, give what you can. Links will be down below. Contact me. I'm here to help. Cheers.